Good morning, everyone. Hello, guys. Is the screen visible? Can we start, guys? Okay. Any questions from yesterday's lesson? If you have any question, can you shoot down in the comment box? Write down your questions if you have any. Okay. So I'm hoping you do not have any questions regarding percentage profit and loss. So we will start with a new chapter. And the name of the chapter is ratio, proportion, and variation. The name of the chapter is Is it good? Now, what is ratio? If I say, what is ratio? Understand. Ratio is central tendency. Ratio is central tendency of a set of numbers. Of a set of numbers. Now, what do you mean by central tendency? Now, central tendency means, let's assume I have a few numbers, 12, 13, 17, 18, and 20. Now, how I have to find out the ratio? So we know ratio is what? Central tendency. What do you mean by central tendency is this. When we take out the race average, that is Just hold on. Sir, sir, okay. Guys, ratio, it is division of two numbers. How to mute this? Mute. Sorry for that disturbance. Please, ratio, it is division of two numbers. Let's say, let's take the numbers as number as 5 by 6. So when we divide 5 by 6, we say it is in ratio, and that is 5:6. So what is ratio? It is A divided by B. What is ratio? It is A divided by B. When it is written as A by B. When it is in ratio, this is known as antecedent. This part of the term is known as antecedent, and this part of the term is known as consequent. Now, this sign is known as ratio sign, and this is known as is to. This sign is known as is to. Understand? Antecedent gets converted into numerator. Consequent gets converted into denominator. Okay. Example. Let's take the example. I am taking example as 3 kilometer is to 2 kilometers. Now see, when I am writing 3 kilometer by 2 kilometer, this sign of kilometer is getting eradicated. That is getting strike off. So our ratio becomes what? It becomes 3:2. But if the signs are different, let's say 3 kilometer is to 1 hour. Okay. So what it becomes? 3 kilometer per hour. And this is your speed. This is your speed. 3 kilometer per hour is your speed. This is not your ratio. So understand. There are two types. Okay. First, The first is your duplicate ratio, and the second is your triplicate ratio. Now, duplicate ratio क्या है ये ध्यान दीजिए. If A is to B is in ratio, duplicate ratio is A square is to B square. Duplicate ratio is A square is to B square. And what is triplicate ratio? Triplicate ratio is A cube is to B cube. Triplicate ratio is A cube is to B cube. From this comes subduplicate ratio. Subduplicate ratio. Now, what is subduplicate ratio? It is square root of A is to square root of B, and comes here subtriplicate ratio. And what is subtriplicate ratio? It is cube root of A is to cube root of B. Cube root of A is to cube root of B. Clear? Understand one thing. Suppose I have A is to B as 16 is to 25. So what will be my duplicate ratio? Duplicate ratio will be 16 square, that is 256, is to 625. What will be my subduplicate ratio? Subduplicate ratio will be, and that is cube root of square root of 16, 4, and square root of 25, that is 5. Did you get my point? If A is to B is in ratio, then duplicate ratio will be square of 16 and square of 256. Yeah. Now see how questions will be asked on duplicate ratio. Please, we will take some questions. Based on ratio. Simple question. Divide rupees 2000 into 2 shares in the ratio 3:2. Now 2000 3:2. I will consider the first number as 3x and second number as 2x. And what I will get here is 5x. So 5x is equal to 2000. X will be your 400. So what 3x will become 1200, and what 2x will become 800. Is it clear? Simple question based on ratio. Suppose I take a new question. It is a class has 90 students. Class has 90 students. If the ratio of boys and girls is 7:8, find the number of girls in the class. Find the number of girls in the class. So I have boys, I have girls, and the ratio is 7:8. I can assume it is as 7x and 8x multiplying constant. So total number will be 15x, and 15x is equal to how much? 90. So 15 6 is 90, and number of girls is how much? 8x. So 8 into 6, and that is 48. 8 into 6, and that is 48. Is it clear? Now let's take a new question once again. The length and breadth of a rectangle, the length and breadth of a rectangle are in the ratio 5:4. Now find its perimeter. Find its perimeter if the area is 180 centimeters. This is your question. Now understand, length and breadth of a rectangle are in the ratio 5:4. You have to find perimeter. So first of all, we have to know what is the formula for perimeter and what is the formula for area. So perimeter is what? Perimeter of rectangle is 2 into length plus breadth. 2 into length plus breadth. And area is what? Area is L into B. So your sides are in the ratio 5:4. That is 5x multiplied by 4x, and this is equal to 180 centimeters square. 180 centimeters square. So don't worry about it. 180 centimeters square. This is your area. So 20x square is equal to 180 centimeters square. So 29's value of x will be what? 3. So value of x will be what? It will be 3. Value of x is 3. So your length and breadth will be what? 15 and 12. Isn't it? So 15 and your 12 are sides of a rectangle. Now 15 and just hold on, please. Thank you. 15 and 12 are your sides. So perimeter will be what? Perimeter will be 2 into 15 plus 12, and that is 2 into 27, and it will become your 54 centimeter. It will become your 54 centimeter. Okay, guys. So let's go to the next question, and the next question says, the sum of cubes of two numbers. Sum of cubes of two numbers is 280. So sum of cubes of two numbers is 280. If the numbers are in the ratio, if the numbers are in the ratio 2 is to 3, 2 is to 3, find the smallest number. Find the smallest number. Now understand, sum of cubes of two numbers. If the number is 2 is to 3, let's assume the number as 2x and 3x. These are the two numbers. And sum of cubes. Sum of cubes means cube of this. So what I will write is 2x whole cube plus 3x whole cube is equal to 280. Isn't it? Now what I will get here is 2x cube, that is 8x cube, 2 ka cube 8, x cube, 3 cube, 27x cube is 280. Understand, this is your 35x cube and that is 280. Now 35x cube, let's cancel it out. So 5 say 7, 5 say 5 5s, and this is 30 and 5 6, 7 say, again we have got 8 times. So x, the value of x will be cube root of 8, and that is 2. So what will be your numbers? Your numbers will be 4 and 6. The smallest number I have to find, and that is your 4. Is it clear? These are the some examples of your ratio questions. Now comes, what is proportion? What is a proportion? When we see what is a proportion, proportion is, it is equality of two ratios. Proportion is equality of two ratios. So when we write proportion, it is A is to B as C is to D. Mathematically, A by B is equal to is, this is your ratio sign, is to, and this is your proportion sign as. So what we read, A is to B as C is to D. मतलब क्या है, जो रिलेशन A का B के साथ है वही रिलेशन C का D के साथ है. The relation which A has with B is the same as the relation which C has with B. Now when we say this, what we get? We get as cross multiply, and that will be your AD is equal to BC. Your AD is equal to BC. Now, when we have this thing in ratio, understand, this is known as your first term of the ratio. First term of the ratio. Okay. This B is known as your second term of the proportion. Sorry. This is your third term. And this is your fourth term. Okay. Now, A and D combined are known as extreme terms. Extreme terms. B and C combined are known as mean terms. B and C combined are known as mean terms. So what we get over here? What we get? Can we write this as product of extreme terms is equal to product of mean terms, isn't it? Product of extreme terms is equal to product of mean terms. Okay. Now we will take it as a rule. Extreme terms is always equal to mean terms. Now understand one more thing, and that is, if any of the term is missing out of the four, we can find it out. Any of the four terms is missing. Let's assume like this, please. If we have A by 4 is equal to 6 by 8, we can find out the A. A multiplied by 8 is equal to 4 multiplied by 6. 2 times and 3 times. Isn't it? We can get. So any of the terms, even if A is given, B we have to find out. Yes, we can do that. C we have to find out. Yes, we can do that. And if we have D to find out, we can do that also. So this is your proportion. Now please, we have another proportion, and that is continued proportion. Now how continued proportion comes? So if ratio A by B is equal to B by C is equal to C by D is equal to D by E is equal to E by F, and we choose this is known as continued proportion. We have taken 1, and this is known as continued proportion. Now see, if I take A by B is equal to B by C, in continued proportion we do not have fourth term. In continued proportion we do not have fourth term. Here A cross C is equal to B cross B, or B square is equal to AC. A is your first term, B both the here is second term, and C here is third term. So first term is your A, second term is your B, and third term is your C. Here, if we have to find the mean term, that is B is equal to what we have to take? Under root AC. If we have to find the first term, that is your A, first term A, what we have to do is B square by C. If we have to find the third term, so C will be what? It will be B square by A. Now let's take one example. Okay. Let's say I have to find mean proportional between 5 and 45. So if we have to find mean proportional, it means 5 is to B as B is to 45. So B square is equal to AC. That is B square is equal to 5 into 45, and B is equal to under root 5 into 45 is 225. What I will get here is B is equal to 15. What we will get here is B is equal to 15. Is it clear? Similarly, let's take another question. I have to find fourth proportional. Okay, fourth proportional to 3, 7, and 9. So what I have here is 3 by 7 is equal to 9 by question mark. We have to find the fourth proportional, that is your D. So how we are going to do it? Now see, here one more thing is given. It is question mark. Either you can do 9 into 7 by 3 and you will get 21. Or what you can see here is the relationship. I have told you earlier, the relationship what A has with B is same as the relationship what C has with B. But here you can also conclude the relation which A have with C is equivalent to the relation which B has with D. So what we are having is 3 3s and 9. What we can have here is 3 7 21, isn't it? And what we are getting here is 3 7 21. Did you get my point? Is it clear? Is it okay, guys? Okay. Now see. Let's solve for x. If we have 2x is to 25 is equal to 6 is to x by 3. Can you solve this and say what is the value of x? Please write it into the comment box or your chat box. You can write it. You can write the answer. Can I have the answer, please? Okay, let me. What it is? It is 2x by 25, which is equal to 6 by x by 3. So x by 3 means 3 will come over here, cross multiply. What we get here is 2x into x, which is equal to 6 into 3 into 25. Let's cancel it out. What we have here is x square, and what we have here is 9 into 25. So when we take x, yes, we take square root both the sides, we will have 3 and we will have 5. So thank you. Thank you for your answer, Sandhya. Is it clear? Can I clear the screen? Let's take another question. We have Pooja, Amit, and Shreyas. Let's say we have 3 people, Pooja, Amit, and Shreyas, and we have to divide 93 chocolates among them. And the ratio of division of chocolates should be 1 by 2 is to 1 by 3 is to 1 by 5. Now, beware, when the ratio is in fraction, what we have to convert is, we have to convert them into natural numbers. Now, how to do that? So what we do here is multiply all the ratios with LCM of denominators. So LCM of 2, 3, and 5, since all are prime numbers, it will be product. So what I will do is 5 into 3, 15 into 2, 30. I will multiply by 30. So 1 by 2 into 30, it gives you 15. 1 by 3 into 30, it gives you 10. And 1 by 5 into 30, it gives you 6. Now I can divide it. I will take 15x, 10x, and 6x, x as multiplying constant, and sum of the chocolates will be 93. So 15x plus 10x plus 6x is equal to 93. Here I get as 31x is equal to 93. The value of x is 3. So how much Pooja is going to get? 45 chocolates. How much Amit is going to get is 30 chocolates. And how much Shreyas is going to get is 18 chocolates. Clear? So if someone asks you who got the highest, it is 45. Now understand what is the consequences if I try to solve it like this. 93, half of 93, what can go wrong? So half of 93 is how much? It is 46.5. Isn't it, guys? So I have to break one chocolate. 1/3 of 93, it is easily divisible, and that is 31. And 1/5 of 93, 1/5 of 93 is what? 18.6. Isn't it? Now see, is the sum coming to 93? No. So we cannot do that. Always remember, we have to take a right approach in this type of question. Okay. One of the easiest question is, once again, please go through it. Suppose if x is to y is 5 is to 8 and y is to z is equal to 4 is to 7, and someone says find x is to z. Find x is to z. So what we will do here is we will equal y's at both places. So here I have is y as value 8. Here I have y as value 4. What we can do? We can make 4 8 by multiplying it by 2. So what we will do is multiply this ratio by 2 and it will become 8 is to 14. Now we have y both the places same. Here we have 8, here we have 8. So x is to z will be 5 is to 14. X is to z will be 5 is to 14. Now suppose I change the value of this. Let me change the value. I have x is to y as 5 is to 8 and y is to z as 7 is to 4. What I will do now? So again, I will equal the y's at both the places. What I have to do here is the value of this y I will multiply here, and the value of this y, that is 8, I will multiply here. So what I will get here is 35 is to 56, and here as 56 is to 32. So your answer x is to z will be 35 is to 32. Let's take a shortcut of this. Now what is the shortcut of this? You write 5 by 8 here and you write 7 by 4 here. You write 5 by 8. Now when you multiply this, you will get your value of x. When you multiply here, you will get the value of y. And when you multiply here, you will get the value of z. 5 7 ja 35, 7 8 ja 56, and 8 4 ja 32. Did you get my point? So we can here say it is nothing but a Z structure. Clear? Now, let's go to next question. In a box, 12 apples are there. Some are rotten. Some are rotten. Now, if I give you, okay, find the number of, number 9, ratio. Find the ratio of fresh is to rotten apples. And I give you options. Option number A, 4:7. Option number B, 3:1. Option number C, 5:3. Option number D, it is 3:2. Option number E, none of these. What will be your answer? What will be your answer? Let's say I have 12 apples. Some of them are rotten. So we have to find out ratio of fresh is to rotten apple. Okay. Now understand. If I take 4x and 7x, will the sum be equal to 12? No. But if I take 3x plus x, and will the sum be equal to? Yes, 4x is equal to 12, x is equal to 3. So what I will have here is 9 fresh and 3 rotten. This comes to 12. 5:3. So 5x plus 3x is equal to 12. 8x is equal to 12. It is 1.5. So can I have 7.5 apples as fresh and 4.5 apples? No. So again it is wrong. So understand, the shortcut is you add the numbers. Whichever number divides 12, that is your answer. So 4 plus 7, 11 will not divide 12 exactly. 3 plus 1, 4 will divide 12 exactly. 5 plus 3, no, it will divide 12, but it will be in decimal. Here 3 to 5, again it will divide, but it will be in decimal. Exactly not divisible. So exactly divisible is only by 12 is divisible by 4. Okay. So I will mark my answer as 3:1, a shortcut for this. Okay, guys. Now, a very good question is asked in ratio and proportion. Let me write it down. Now, see. A bag contains 1 rupee, 2 rupee, and 5 rupee coin. And 5 rupee coin, amounting to rupees 264. If the ratio of number of these coins is 3:5:4. The question says, find the number of 1 rupee coin. Find the number of 1 rupee coin. So understand, We have 1 rupee, 2 rupee and 5 rupee coins. And we have number in the ratio 3:5:4. Now, understand. Value multiplied by number will give you exact amount. Will give you exact amount. Example, let's say I have a 10 rupee note, 10 rupee note, and I have 5 number of notes. So what I will get amount as 10 into 5, 50. Isn't it? So same goes here. So I have value 1 rupee, 2 rupee and 5 rupee, and I have numbers 3x, 5x and 4x. So what amount will come here is 3x. Here we will have 10x and here we will have 20x. So sum total will be your 33x, and this is equal to 264. 11 say 3 times, 11 say 24 times, 3 say 8 times. The value of x is how much? 8. How many number of 1 rupee coin we have is 3x. So 3 into 8, and that is, we have 24 coins of 1 rupee. We have 24 coins of 1 rupee. Is it clear, everyone? Questions are simple here. Now, let's move to another question. And that is a combination of percentage and ratio. Now it says P is 50% more than Q. Find the ratio of P is to Q. Find the ratio of P is to Q. Now, what I will get? Suppose I will assume the number P as P is 50% more, as Q as 100. Q as 100. So P is what? 50% more. P is what? 50% more. Yani Q plus half of Q, that is 50. Isn't it? 50% means I already gave you, it is 1/2. So 1/2 of 100 is 50. So this is 150 is 200. A 0 will take away the 0. 5, both are divisible by 5. 5 3s are and 5 2s are. So your ratio between P and Q will be what? It will be 3:2. It will be 3:2. Is it clear? Okay. Let's take a new question. And what it is? X is 20% more than Z. And Y is 80% more than Z. Y is 80% more than Z. Find x is to y is to z. Find x is to y is to z. So what I will get here is, can you solve it? Can you solve it for me? Please attempt. I'm giving you 2 minutes for it. Please attempt this question. I'm giving you 2 minutes for it and write it in the chat box. Any one of you? Yes, please. Any answers from your side? Six is to 9 is to 5. Okay, let us see. Now, suppose I assume Z as my 100. 20%, X is 20% more. The value of X will be 120. And 80% more than Z is Y. So 80% is 180. 0 will go all together. And then we have all the numbers cancelling out by 2. So this is your 6. This is your 9. And this is your 5. So your answer is 6 is to 9 is to 5. So we have 2 people, SPT and Sandhya. Thank you for answering. SPT 25, can you write your full name? Rachna, thank you. SPT is a good name, but the short form is, can you write your first name? SPT. Okay. Now see, let's move to the next question. X% of 200 is equal to Y% of 250. And the question says, find X is to Y. Find X is to Y. Anyone? Can you answer it? Anyone? Can you answer it? Now see, X% means what? X by 100 multiplied by 2. Somesh, thank you, Somesh. So it is 2x. Y by 100 into 250. Again 5 2s and 5 5s. So it is 2x is equal to 5y by 2. Let's take 2 there. So it is 4x is equal to 5y. If we have to find x by y, let's take y here and then your 4 number here. So it will be 5 by 4. X is to y. What it will be? It will be 5 is to 4. Is it clear, guys? Hello, people. Is it clear? Go with the next question, please. And see. The ratio of two numbers A and B is 3:5. If 2 is added to both the numbers, the ratio becomes 2:3. Find A and B both. Find A and B both. Please, can you attempt this? Can you attempt this? Take a minute and attempt the question, please. Any answers from your side? Any answers from your side? आंसर करें सोमेश, संध्या, रचना, प्रणित, two and 8. Is there 15 and 14? Okay, let me. The ratio of two numbers A and B is 3:5. I will consider A is to B as 3x and 5x. Now it is saying 2 is added to both. 2 is added to both. The new ratio is 2:3. Let's equate this. Now how to equate this? See. So 3x plus 2 by 5x plus 2 is equal to 2 by 3. Cross multiply. And this is 9x plus 6 is equal to 10x plus 4. So x is equal to 2. So your number is how much? 6 and 10. Your number is how much? 6 and 10. Is it clear? Now see, you add 2 to them, both the sides. You add 2 to them, both the sides. So when we add 2 here, when we add 2 here, what it becomes? 8 is to 12. Cancel by 4. What you will get is 2 is to 3. What you will get is 2 is to 3. Okay. So your answer for A and B, A will be equal to 6, B will be equal to 10. Is it clear? Is it clear, everyone? Let's move ahead. A, B, C, and D. A, B, C, and D divide a sum of money among themselves. In a ratio 7 is to 4 is to 3 is to 2. If D gets rupees 500 less than A, find the total money. Find the total money. Now see, we have A, B, C, D. 7 is to 4 is to 3 is to 2. So I will use the multiplying constant 7x, 4x, 3x, and 2x. Now D gets 500 less than A. So A minus D is 500. So 7x minus 2x is equal to 500, or 5x is equal to 500. The value of x is, so how much money they all have? 7x plus 4x, 11x, 11x plus 3x is 14x, 14x plus 2x is 16x. So 16x is equal to 16 into 100, and that is 1600. Total money is 1600. Each one is getting how much? 700, 400, 300, 200. So certainly we can see, yes, A is getting 500 more than D. Is it clear? Now, one last question from ratio and proportion, and I will start average then. Okay, please. The sum of three numbers is 172. The ratio of first and second is 8:11. Ratio of second and third is 5:7. Find the second number. It says find the second number. Yes, please. Try to attempt this question. I am giving you a minute. Please try the question. Now see, suppose the numbers are A, B, and C. A, B, and C. So you are given with A is to B, 8:11, and B is to C, 5:7. What I gave you shortcut, 8/11, 5/7. So we have A, we have B, we have C. A is 40, B is 55, and C is 77. We have the answer 55. Is it clear? We have the answer, and that is 55. Okay, guys. Let's move to next topic. And the next topic which I will be covering is your average. Can we start? What is average? Okay. Thank you, Kelvin. Now understand. Average, we all know it is a simple topic, but again, a very important topic. We will be covering it. Please go see through it. Okay. Now, average, we all know it is sum of observations by number of observations, sum of observations by number of observations. This is the formula which we use for average, isn't it? Now see, suppose I have numbers 12, 13, 17, 18. I have 4 numbers. How we find out the average? It is 12 plus 13 plus 17 plus 18. So 12 plus 3 is 15, 15 plus 7 is 22, 22 plus 8 is 30, 30 plus 10 is 40, 50 and 60. So we have 60 by 4 and the average is what? 50. Clear? Now this average, this 15 is my average and it is also known as central tendency of a set of numbers. If we replace all the numbers by 15, if we replace all the numbers by 15, my sum total will be same as well as my average will be same in both the cases. Okay, my sum total will be same and my average will be same. This is why it is known as central tendency. Okay, now I will take another way or another method I will tell you to solve the average question. What it is? Suppose a batsman has scored some runs. It is 10, 12, 17, 13, 19, 23, 25, 27. How much? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so 2 more numbers. I will take 30 and 28. Suppose this is a batsman has scored some runs in 10 matches. Okay, in 10 matches. Now, average, how we can find out? We can either sum all the numbers and divide it by 10, or what I can do here is, what is my smallest observation in this? It is 10. And what is my largest observation here? It is 30. So let me assume one number, and this assumed average I am taking it as midway 20. So assumed average I am assuming it to be 20. So 10 minus 20 is minus 10, 12 minus 20 is minus 8, 7 minus 20 is minus 3, 13 minus 20 is minus 7, 19 minus 20 is plus 1, minus 1, plus 3, plus 5, plus 7, plus 10, and plus 8. So minus 10, plus 10 gone, plus 7, minus 7 gone, minus 8, plus 8 gone, plus 3, minus 3 gone. So we have minus 1 plus 5 only left, that is 4. How many numbers we had? 10. 4 by 10 is what? 0.4. So my average will be what? It will be 20 plus 0.4, as we have here only plus, and that is 20.4. You can check for yourself. If you add all the numbers and divide it by 10, you will get 20.4. Okay, let's do it. So I will add all the unit digits. 8 plus 0 is 8, 8, 7, 15, 15, 5, 20, 20 plus 3, 23, 23 plus 9, 32, 32 plus 3, 35, 35 plus 7. 35 plus 7 is 42 plus 2, 44, 44, 4. Carry forward is 4. 4 to 6, 6, 3, 9, 9 to 11, 11 to 13, 13 and 2, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 and 20. 204. How many numbers we had? 10. So what I will get is 20.4. Is it clear? So you can find average by assuming a number midway between your smallest observation and your largest observation. So a rule comes out from here. A rule comes out from here, and that is average will always lie between smallest and largest observation. Average will always lie between smallest and largest observation. Now here above, what we had our smallest observation, it was 10. What we had largest observation, it was 30. And what we had average, it was 20.4. Isn't it? Sorry. 10, 20.4, 30. Clear? Now, understand, please. If all the numbers are same, let's say I am taking 15, 15, 15, 15. So average will always be your 15. If all the number is X, my average will also be X. Okay. One more thing. Suppose I have same numbers, I will repeat 12, 13, 17 and 18, and average what we have found out is 15. Isn't it? This is your average. So if I increase the observations, if I increase all the observations, let's say by 5, all the observation by 5, what will be the effect? What will be the effect on average? So this is your 17 now, this is your 18, this is your 22, and this is your 23. So 17 plus 8 is 25, 10, 35, 35 and 2, 37, 37 and 20, 57, 57 and 3, 60 and 80. 80 by 4, it is 20. So as you can see, the average has also increased by 5. So a rule comes out from here. If every observation is increased or decreased by X, average also increases or decreases by X. Average also increases or decreases by X. Is it clear? So understand. Similarly, another rule comes out from here, and it is if every observation is multiplied or divided by x, average also gets multiplied or divided by x. And we can see, let's say I'm taking the same 12, 13, 17, 18. I am multiplying each observation by 2. What it will become? 24, 26, 34, 36. So understand, 24 plus 26, it is 50, 50 plus 30, 80, 84, 90, 120. 120 by 4, and that is 30. So see, the average also got multiplied by 2. Is it clear? Is it clear, guys? Is the concept clear? Please write in the chat box. Is it clear, people? Okay, thank you. Now see, let's attempt some questions. Okay, I will start with a simple question. Let's say average age of 24 students. If the class teacher is included in group, the average now is 22 years. Find the age of class teachers. Okay, 24 students. So 24 students, average is 20. So your total age will be 480. Is it clear? 24 into 20, that is 480. So when the teacher is included, that is 25 people. When the teacher is included, the average becomes 22. So 25 into 20 is how much? 22 5s are 110, that is 11. 22 rows are 44, and 11 550. So what is the age of teacher? 550 minus 480, and that is age of class teacher is how much? 70 years. Age of class teacher is how much? 70 years. Is it clear? Is it clear, guys? Okay. Now, note down a simple shortcut, and that is age of teacher will be equal to old observation, है ना? Old observation, number of old observations. Sorry, just give me a minute. Let me write it correctly. Number of old observation multiplied by change in average plus new average Now, what is your old observation? Number of old observation is 24 because there were 24 students. What is your change in average? Change in average from 20 it became 22. So 2 plus what is your new average? New average is 22. So 24 2 is 48 plus 22, and that is your 70. Is it clear? Okay. Yes. Now we go with next question, and it is find the average of first 50 natural numbers. First 50 natural numbers. Now, what is your first 50 natural numbers? So, first natural number is what? It is counting number. Okay. What is your natural number? Natural number is counting number. You start your counting with 1. So, 1 is your first natural number. Okay. So 50th natural number will be 50. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and it till it goes 48, 49, and 50. Clear? Now, when we have some this type of question where we have continuous numbers. Okay. Now, what is a continuous number? Understand that first. Continuous numbers is that number where difference between any two adjacent number remains same always. Example, here difference between any two adjacent number is always 1. You either take 5, 6, you either take 3, 4, you either take 48, 49, you either take 49, 50. Okay, any two difference between any two adjacent number remains same. Suppose I take let me take an example of continuous number first. Okay, let's say continuous numbers. What is a continuous number? If I take let's say 2, 4, 6, 8, okay, that is my even number set. Again, this is a continuous number because we have difference of 2 between any. If I take, let's say, table of 7, 14, 21, 28, 35. Again, what I have is 7. Difference between any two adjacent number is your 7. So did you get my point of continuous numbers? Is it clear, guys? Okay. Now let's move ahead. Just hold on. Now see, please. We can find it by many methods, but let me give you first a shortcut. And whenever I have such kind of question, so I will find out the average, which is equal to first plus last by 2. That is, first number is 1, last number is 50 divided by 2, and that is 51 by 2, and that is 25.5. Okay. Now let me give you another way, another method. Okay. And it is sum of natural numbers. What is the formula for sum of natural numbers? Okay. Do you know what is the formula for sum of natural numbers? Yes, anyone? What is the formula for sum of natural numbers? Any one of you? It is n into n plus 1 by 2. Isn't it? And that is 50 into 51. N is your first n natural numbers is 50. 50 into 51 by 2. And what you will get here is 25 into 51. So sum total is how much? It is 25 into 51. Clear? And understand, we have to find average. How many numbers are there? 50. So it again came here. See, that is 51 by 2, and the value will be 25.5. 25.5. Is it clear? So let me show you the same example with a different perspective. Suppose I have taken 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. How can you find out? These are continuous numbers. So one of the method is you add all the numbers and divide it by 7. You will get your number. Okay. That is method 1. If I say method 1, it is 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 plus 7 divided by 7. And it will be 3 plus 3, 6, 6 plus 4, 10, 10 plus 5, 15, 15 plus 6, 21 plus 7, 28. 28 by 7, and that is 4. Method 2. Method 2. First plus last by 2. That is 1 plus 7 by 2. That is 8 by 2, and that is 4. Okay. And third number method. Method 2. Middle number. will always be average. Middle number will always be average. Now see, what is middle number here? Let's say, what is the middle number? 4. What is the middle number? 4. So your average is what? 4. Suppose I don't have any middle number. Suppose I don't have any middle number. If we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 only, we don't have middle number here. So what it will be? You just go with first plus last by 2. That is 1 plus 6 by 2. That is 7 by 2. That is 3.5. Is it clear, guys? Please give a thumbs up if you are comfortable and the concept is clear. Thank you. Thank you, Kelvin. Now, let's solve some questions. The average of 5 consecutive odd numbers. Okay. The average of 5 consecutive odd numbers is 25. Find the smallest of these numbers. Please, can you attempt this question, everyone? I'm giving you a minute. Any answers from you? Now see, the average of 5 consecutive odd numbers. Now what is the odd number? If let's say I am taking x as my first odd number. So x plus 2 will be the next odd number. X plus 4 will be the next odd number. X plus 6 will be the next odd number. And x plus 8 will be the next odd number. Suppose, so 5 consecutive odd numbers, the average is 25. So can I say x plus x plus x plus x plus x, that is 5x, 2 4 6 plus 6 12 plus 8 20. 5x plus 20 by 5 is equal to 25. So what I will get here is 5x plus 20 is equal to 25 into 5, and that is 5x is equal to 125 minus 20, or x will be 105 by 5, and that is 21. This is your smallest number, that is 21, 23, 25, 27, and 29. Now, what is the shortcut here? I have 5 consecutive number and average is 25. What I will do? I will choose the middle number as 25. So 25, say I will minus 2 and then again minus 2, and I will get 21 as my smallest number. Did you get my point? Is it clear? Is it clear, guys? Okay. Let me clear the screen. Okay, just see, what was the number? The number was x plus 2, x plus 4, x plus 6, x plus 8. Now I told you, if there are numbers, the middle number will be your average. So x plus 4 is your 25. If you subtract this 4, what you will get? Your first number, 21, and your answer. Is it okay, Sneha? Clear? Let's move ahead. Then comes a concept of average speed. Okay. Now we all know speed is equal to distance upon time. So average speed is what? Total distance covered in travel divided by total time taken in travel, which also includes breaks if taken. Okay. Now see, suppose a man travels by car at 80 km per hour for 4 hours. Then travels by bus at 60 km per hour for 5 hours. Then takes a break of 1 hour for lunch and rest, and then goes by car at 100 km per hour for another 5 hours. So the question is, find his average speed. So the question is, find his average speed. So how much he has traveled? The distance 80 into 4, 320 kilometers. The distance 60 into 5, 300 kilometers. The distance nothing, 0 kilometer, because he is taking a rest. And here 500 kilometers. So total distance he traveled is 320 plus 300 plus 500, and total time it took is 4 hours, 5 hours, 1 hour rest, and another 5 hours. So a total of 15 hours. So 5, 3, 8, 3, 11, 1120 kilometers divided by 15. So 15, 7 ja 105. We have again 7, 0, 70. 15, 4 ja 60. 10. We put a decimal, we get 100. So it will be 74.66, and the recurring is 6 kilometer per hour. So approx, if we write, it is 74.67 kilometer per hour. Is it clear, guys? Is it clear, people? This is your average speed. Okay. Now one more thing. Average speed has one more formula. We will go with that. That is, let's say, so let's say we have a person who travels by car at 120 kilometer per hour from point A to point B, and when he reaches B, he again travels back at, let's say, 80 kilometer per hour to reach A. So what is his average speed for the entire journey? What is his average speed for the entire journey? Now, here the distance is not given. Only the speed is given. The time is also not given. So what we will do is, we will use average speed formula. 2 into speed 1 into speed 2 divided by speed 1 plus speed 2. That is 2 into 120 into 80 divided by 180 plus 20, 120 plus 80, and that is 200. 2 say it is 100. So 20 say 4 times, 20 say 5 times, 5 say 24 times. So 24 into 4 is 96 kilometer per hour. 96 kilometer per hour. Now, what you should avoid is adding 120 plus 80 and then dividing it by 2. This will give you a wrong answer, and always avoid it. Avoid the mistake. एवरेज स्पीड इस तरीके से नहीं निकाली जाती है. Okay, never try to do this mistake. Okay, always use this formula. Suppose if you have forgotten this formula, I will give you another method to solve it. Okay, ध्यान से देखें. Same question I am doing. So the car here, it travels 120 kmph, and from here it travels 80 kmph. What I will take is, let's say x kilometers is the distance. So what is my average speed? Average speed says total distance, so it will be x plus x. Now distance is given, speed is given. I can take out the time here. Time will be distance by speed, x by 120. Here the time will be x by 80. So total time will be x by 120 plus x by 80. Let's solve this equation. What I will get here is 2x. 120 and 80, LCM will be 240. Clear? So 122s are, this will be x into 2, that is 2x. 180 into 3s are, so this will be 3 into x, that is 3x. This will be 2x by 5x into 240 up. So x got cancelled. 2 by 5 into 240. 5 say 5 4 ja 20 and 8 ja. So 48 2 ja 96 kilometer per hour. Is it okay now? Clear, guys? So this is how your average speed question should be done. Okay, give me a thumbs up if you have understood the concept. Second, concept of average speed. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Sajid. Once again, last concept for your average, and that is your weighted average. Now, what is a weighted average? You understand? Suppose I have a class of, let's say, 30 students. I have a class of 30 students. Now, I have boys, I have girls. Let's say the ratio of boys and girls is 3:2. Okay, it is approximately 12. What I will do is I will cover this weighted average concept tomorrow, and then we will start a new chapter. Okay, so thank you for having me, guys. Take care. God bless you.